Hello, 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 everybody. Bernie here from Stampanite. Rich is here.
Hello.
My wingman. And welcome. It's Tuesday, the 14th of May, and it's 7 o'clock New Zealand Standard Time, and we are back in my craft room for another fun session. So hopefully people will start joining once they get the notification that I am live. If you are watching this on the replay, hello and welcome. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. There've been a lot of new people subscribing in the last few days and last few weeks, so that's exciting. You owe me a dinner.
I do.
Rich said that when I got to 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, he would take me to dinner, and I got that last week or the week before. So last week. So we need to go and have a dinner. We'll probably just go and do a first table dinner, not necessarily splurge on something massive. So who is joining us? Say hello in the comments. Tell us where you're coming from. It's always fun to see where everybody is. And yes, you need to be gentle with me today. I had a bit of an interesting morning this morning. I was in a meeting, a Zoom meeting with some of my Crafting Across Border teammates. We were just doing a review on our live event that we did on Saturday and just going through the survey results. And then I heard these car brakes, like scream brake right outside our house. And I waited and I thought, well, somebody's going to hit another car, and there was no car collision. But straight afterwards, I started hearing a woman screaming hysterically and really like screaming. And I thought, oh no, she's either hit somebody or maybe killed an animal or something. And so I told the ladies I needed to get out. I put myself on mute and I rushed out. And as I rushed out, I saw her car had she'd actually stopped right in our drive. And for those that are watching and know where we live, our drive goes really down. So she was on the level side, door was open, and I was anticipating seeing somebody lying on the floor. But no, she actually, this part I didn't see. My neighbor across the road came to tell this to me afterwards. The minute she saw me come up the drive, she jumped in her car and started screaming at me. And then talking about a guy. And so I looked to my left, and Richard's car was parked on the pavement, and this guy was hiding behind our car. And then she just started yelling and drove off. So what happened is, apparently the screaming I heard was she was running after this guy with an axe. Our neighbor across the road saw her with an axe running around and screaming after him. So I'm just so grateful that she didn't get him, because otherwise we could potentially have had a fatality. And yeah, that she actually got in the car when I came out. So it really rattled me. So yeah, anyway, that was my morning. And then I had to come and do meetings, and then I had to do my recording for my schedule post, and I had to redo my video because I was so rattled that I was making such a mess up of it. So if I make a mess up tonight, please be patient with me. I'm okay, but yeah, these things take, they just affect a person. All right, who have we got on board before I switch over? Who's here? Say hello. What I want to quickly show you, let me just pop my little banner to go across. I have a Layers of Beauty online class that is available for everybody, whether you're living in New Zealand or not. It's an online class that you can go at your own pace. There are the details. If you are interested in doing that, you can just write that down, take a screenshot, and once your payment is processed, you get taken directly to an online learning portal, and there are videos and PDFs. So there are 3 projects in there, and the projects that are there are 3 of the projects that I actually made and produced for on stage in Melbourne. They are not the project that I made at the annual catalogue celebration on Saturday. but they are additional projects that I did, and some fun ones, some watercoloring and some smoosh techniques in there. So if you love the Layers of Beauty bundle, do go and have a look. All right, so I'm going to take that away because it's blinking annoying when we have to look at my desk. So let's switch over. What are we doing today? I thought it would be a really fun way to use the Layers of Beauty bundle in this 3-panel fun fold. Now, first of all, I just want to give credit. The inspiration for this comes from Elisa Tilsner, but I accidentally, or not so accidentally, put my panel at the back to write my card on, and then discovered that I can't fold this middle piece. So let me show you. We're going to do that today. We're going to do it properly, but let me show you what it's supposed to do. So this is what it's supposed to do. You see that? It's supposed to actually fold and come over. Mine still does this bit. Mine still does this bit, but that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to come like that. And if you love what I've done here, let me quickly run you through this, because we're not going to do this color scheme. We are going to do the other. I've used the Thoughtful dies for this one. I've used Pearl, what is that stuff called? Pearl Effects. And then at the back is my own one sheet wonder that I've just cut up. And then at the back, I've done the 2 panels and those strips over there. So we're going to do it properly tonight. We're going to make this properly. I'm going to use the same colors, the Layers of Beauty, but we're going to get this panel to pop up. And for the background, I'm actually going to cut my one sheet wonder that I stamped last week on my Thursday post. So we're going to use that. All right. So you're probably wondering, no one's saying hello. Hello, say hello. Who have we got on board tonight? Normally Mum is here by now. I wonder where she is. She's maybe shopping or hiding out somewhere. Okay, so for this, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock cut at 4 inches by 8. And you're going to score them at 2, 4, and 6. All right. So what you're doing is you're going to fold them in towards the inside so that they match.
Change to your comments.
Oh, that's why. I'm looking. Oh, no wonder. That's why. Sorry, guys. I had my thing on. Banner. All right, Leslie. Hello. Yes. What is the world coming to? Yeah, it felt too familiar. Okay. Hello, Mom. Yes, you're there. All right. Let's just quickly check. Sorry, guys. I had my cursor still on the banner. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Hello, Ords. Mom, Ords is on board. So it's so cool. Leslie, Audra is a long-standing friend of mine here in Tauranga, and my mom knows. They know each other well. It's so nice when we can chat like this. So, yeah. I don't know if you heard, Ords, what happened this morning on our little pavement in sleepy little Bethlehem. All right. Okay, so bring these 2 cards together. So you've got these folds like that. Now, what we're going to do is you need to turn it around on the short side and bring in your paper trimmer and take it to 2 inches. Take the edge of it to 2 inches. And draw a pencil line at the top, and hopefully, and then do it at the bottom. You can't really see it on my camera, but do it on both sides. Mark the edges just on those score lines, because you need to eyeball now what we're going to do. So I'm just going to move this into, hopefully you can see. So what I'm doing, you're going to trust me because I don't think you can see. Can you see my pencil mark there? I don't know. You're going to put the pencil mark where your cutting groove is, and where the score line is here is also in the cutting groove, and you're going to cut off that edge. Just turn it around and repeat. So the pencil mark in the cutting groove and the score line in the cutting groove. Okay, and cut. So you're going to have that corner, and then turn it around and do exactly the same. And repeat that on the other card as well. All right. Let's get those cutting lines in. It's a little bit trickier. And just take your time, because this is very important that these corners are cut properly, because they are going to form that edge over here of the card. So I'm going to repeat that on the exact same card, opening it up on the short end. Hi Felicity, nice to have you with us. How are things down in the South Island? Oh, did you have the beautiful, who saw those lights on
Aurora?
The Aurora.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. I don't want to tell you where we were. We were fast asleep. Somehow my husband, who's into, what is that? Astronomy, missed it. Totally missed it. Once in a lifetime event, and we were in La La Land sleeping. I was shattered after Saturday's event. Can't see Audra's comments. You're on YouTube. I think Audra's is on Facebook. Ah, right. Yes, I don't think you can see them when you're on coming in on different channels, unfortunately. So did anybody see the lights? The beautiful Aurora. I saw gorgeous photos. Our family sent us gorgeous photos, but we didn't see it. We missed it. Did you have it down there, Mom? Did you have it, the lights down there? Okay, so now I've got these two panels exactly like that. Okay, so what I'm now going to do, hold on, I need to think now what it is that I have to do, because I have to join them. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'm folding the two centers together like this, and I need my tear and tape. Oh, you've been gardening today. Oh, that sounds like a delightful thing to do. I'm just burnishing this so that they go nice and close. So do you see what I'm doing there? Yeah. Oh, you had them in the garden route. Cool. So I'm just cutting some tear and tape, and I'm actually joining these together. You don't want a lot or a long piece, because we're going to put a center panel in there. So I'm just going to do 3 little pieces. Okay. Like that. Alrighty. Cool. Now we're going to start decorating it. So for this, I've already pre-cut some squares. The squares that fit on here are 2, let me just have a look, 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. So you'll need 3 of those. So I'm going to glue this down, and you can actually lift your tear and tape off as well. I'm just going to use my take a pick tool to lift that up. Cool. And we're putting this one in the middle. Alrighty. And this one is going to, oh, yep, now hold on. This one has to come out. So let's just bend it. And we're going to score and bend it. Let's give it a good burnish. And we only need the glue on this panel. So I find this is the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you risk popping glue on the cardstock where you don't need it. Okay, and then just tuck that in and then put glue on that outer panel. And then in there, see, oops, that's come out. So you're creating a little bit of a mat. Okay, so we're there so far. So there we go. There's the beginning of our fun fold. Now we're just going to keep decorating it. So to create a nice contrast, I've cut some petal pink. Just, ooh, why is that a bit bigger? Hold on, that's too big. Let me cut that down. That should be 2 3/8. I'm not sure why I've made it so big. So 4/8, 2 3/8. Let's just trim that down. 2 4/8, 2 3/8. Right, let's just take that one down. 2 3/8. Okay. Throw those strips away. Leslie, do you want my strips? Because I'm throwing them away. All right, so a little smaller panel, 2 3/8 by 2 3/8, nice square one. So that's berry burst that I'm working with. Putting those in there. Okay. And now on the outsides, I've got some designer series paper. This is from the brand new Country Lace. So they're going, and they are, let's have a look. What are we doing? 2 1/8, I believe. We'll pop that one there. And we'll put this one here. It's if you choose a directional paper, just make sure that it's something that you can cut. What have I done? Oh, why am I both there? Who touched something there? Oh my gosh. Gremlins. That's interesting. How fascinating. Okay, so what I was trying to say before, thankfully I looked at my screen, was that if you're using a directional paper, just make sure it can, if you cut it, you need to cut it so that it's actually going on the angle. All right. So this is what we've got so far. Now we need to cut some designer series paper to put in the back. And if you follow me, you would have seen on my YouTube channel that I created this one sheet wonder. So I want to cut some panels. I need 6 of them. They are 1 3/4 by 3 3/4 long. So I just want to move that out the way for now. So let's cut. Let's see how many of these we can get. What did I say? 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let's see how many of these we can get out of one sheet. 3 1/4. Okay, I'll keep that square. Why is it doing that? That is just insane, and it keeps flicking. Sorry, guys. I know, Mom. I don't know what's going on. No one's touching the camera, and the thing keeps flicking. I wonder if it's the bumping. Just keep an eye on it, Lovey. I'm going to. I've never done that before. Okay, so
it's a new feature we're showing tonight.
New feature, Rich says. I know, it's really strange. Technology. I sometimes, honestly, sometimes I just really wish we didn't have to have technology. Why was that shorter? 3 3/4. That looks right. 4. And I'm going to do another one. 1 3/4. So this is a fun way to use up your, I'm just stopping because I'm checking that I'm cutting them right, because that would be typical of me today. I keep making boo-boos today. It's a boo-boo Tuesday. Okay, let's have a look. Did I do this right? Where is my card? So I've got them in order as I cut them. Oh, maybe I haven't. Oh, because those were one sheet. Okay. All right. They look like, those don't look, those look shorter. What have I cut them at? What have I cut them at? 3 1/4. Okay, so they need to go and I need to cut some more. I thought there was something wrong. Okay, we'll do this one more time. 1 3/4. Thank goodness I've got enough. By 3 3/4. Thank goodness I've got enough. So the boo-boo I made this afternoon with my post with my video that I was recording resulted in me having designer series paper to make an additional 8 cards, which I just put together while I was waiting to go live tonight. Total. So I'm going to turn it like that. Yes, Rich, what's happening? Too pretty to toss those bits. No, I'm not tossing those bits. Don't worry about it. Would you like me to include them for you, Leslie? I haven't popped your stuff into the courier bag yet. I can pop them in there for you tomorrow. Then you've got a little memento. All right. So I'm going to pop these at the back. Put that over like that. Yeah, when I was doing the recording, I kept stopping and then thinking, oh, do I just carry on or do I just start on right from the beginning? And eventually it just was going worse and worse. And I just thought, I'm stopping right here. And I just started right from the beginning. So now over here, when you flip this over, don't glue those panels together like I did. You can put separate pieces there and white panels to write on, but I thought I was being a smarty pants and just gluing them together, but that was not the right thing to do. Okay, so here we've got the designer series. Here we've got the background with my one sheet wonder. That's going to go in like that. And now we're going to do some stamping and blending. So it is there's a little bit of work to this, but I think it's worth it. It's such a gorgeous card. So I'm going to move this out the way and bring in my layers of beauty. And I'm bringing in a white piece of cardstock. Do I attempt to stamp this, Rich? On Saturday when I did this, it didn't work so well. Or do I use my stamparatus? Let's have a look.
Stamp it.
Yeah, I'm going to stamp it, love, but whether oh, did you all hear that?
Nope. Heard nothing.
You didn't hear that? That was my stamp case that just went careering on the floor. Okay, I want to do this in smoky slate, and I'm going to be brave. I'm going to see if I can stamp this freehand. It is beautiful, Ord, and you've played with it. You have played with it. Okay. All right.
Layers of beauty.
Yes, that's what I've just said. She's played with it because she was here at the one-day retreat. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't get this right on Saturday. I want to just push it hard. And if I don't, it's a tricky one, because it is a very, very big stamp. I think it's one of our one of our biggest stamps that are not background stamps. Oh, pushing all my muscles into it. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Did I get it? Did I get it? It's not too bad. I'm going to leave it at that because we're actually going to cut it up. I still think using one's stamparatus here is better. Oh my gosh, Lovey, I haven't brought my masks out. You'll need to get them for me, please, quickly. My nails look so cool. Thank you. They actually need to be done.
What do you need?
They are at the back there. Sorry, I'm just pointing to Rich. The Layers of Beauty masks. No, my lovey. They're there. They're there. In front of those black things. In a packet? No, where the black things are in a packet. Yeah, where you are with the black things in a packet. Pull it up. Pull it up. That's, pull it, not right in the front. Oh, he's just bringing everything I can. Here we go. Thank you. So my nails were meant to be done on Thursday, but my friend who does them was unwell. So they're very, very long. Very long. Okay, we are going to use these masks. And I'm going to colour them in with some Petunia Pop and some Pretty in Pink and some Summer Splash. So if you're watching this and you haven't yet worked with these Layers of Beauty masks, I've actually made a mark for where the daisies are and the little leaves. And we're going to go in there. I'm going to try not to keep you too long tonight because there's quite a bit of work here, but I wanted to do this with you. And I'm actually glad after today's day that I can do a bit of crafting. So I'm just going to come in here very softly with my Pretty in Pink, the brand new in color. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to come in with the second one, the second mask, and I'm going to still use Pretty in Pink. I'm just going to be a little bit darker, and then we'll do the other bits with Petunia Pop. And I also want to come on the edges of my roses. You just need to be very careful with these masks. I can see already mine on the edge. I've used them so much already that they look like they may be giving up the ghost in some of those areas. But if they do, you can replace your masks, just the mask. Okay, and now I'm coming in with Petunia Pop. And going into the dark. Be careful with these darker colors that you don't accidentally blend it onto your paper. I tend to sometimes go a little bit ballistic with my ink. All right, now I'm bringing in the greens, and I thought we could play with some Summer Splash. So Summer Splash. Again, I've just marked my mine. I found it easier to look for the leaves by putting little marks on mine. What is it, love? I can't look. Who's making comments?
Felicity's got a wedding card to make in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
She might adapt the colours to Night of Navy for the bridesmaids' colours.
Oh, beautiful. And what would you do with the Night of Navy? What would you put with it? What are you thinking of putting with it, Felicity? And I'm going to bring in some Shy Shamrock to just accent. Okay, and my last mask.
Leslie says she uses the spongy stamping mat for the big stamps.
Do you know what, Leslie? I had one and it just disappeared. I taught a class and I came back and I had it in my craft room, and then I looked for it last week when I was getting ready for another class, and it's just gone. I don't know where I left it. I asked my friend who hosts us on the class if I'd left it and it's not there. So I don't know how I'm going to replace that one. So if you've got any tips for where to find it, that would be amazing. Where one can get those separate mats. Oh, okay. So yes, it will be, Night of Navy is beautiful. I'm just looking for my scissor. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to fussy cut some of this out. This one can be cut with the die, but I just thought it would be quicker to fussy cut it out. I didn't want bold colors because the background is quite busy. Do you enjoy fussy cutting, ladies? Or is it something that you don't enjoy? Not everybody enjoys fussy cutting. I'm going quiet now, I'm concentrating. Okay, how many panels do we need? Let's have a look. I need the center rows. So let's get the center rows. Okay, let's go through this quickly. Very quiet. Is everybody watching?
Mum says it's starting to look cool.
Yeah, it takes a while to come together. This would be one of those cards that I would probably make for a very special birthday for a friend that appreciates good cards, because there's a little bit of work involved in it. Oh, Mom, while you're on camera, I asked Rich to remind me, but he's forgotten. Can you see this? Can you see this? It's upside down. I accidentally put it upside down. Can you see what it says? I wonder if my mom can. Can you see, Mom? It says Toto. It was my Mother's Day present from one of our sons and my daughter-in-law, our daughter-in-law, and our 3 grandchildren. They had that engraved for me. So the story behind this is we have 3 grandchildren. Our first grandchild is a little girl, and then we have 2 grandsons. And our youngest grandson was actually born on my birthday, on the year I was visiting my mom a couple of years ago. So when our granddaughter was born, and when she started to, when she was born, coming from South Africa, I thought I wanted to bring in a little bit of my South African heritage. I didn't want to be Nan. I thought I was too young to be a Nan. I didn't want to be Granny because I felt I was too young for that. I definitely didn't want to be Oma because that didn't fit me or suit me. So my granny on my dad's side of the family was, we called her Gogo, which is Zulu for grandmother. And I thought, I like that. I'm going to be Gogo. So when our granddaughter started to learn to talk, she couldn't say Gogo. So she called me Toto. And it stuck. So they call me Toto. And that's why I've got a bracelet now that says Toto. It's a nice story. Yeah.
Mum says the bracelet looks cute.
It is very cute. Very special that I can wear it and be reminded of our special relationship. I probably won't use all these leaves. All right, ladies, we're almost finished with all the prep. So let's have a look. Okay, I've got some flowers hanging around, but I may or may not use those. So let's start putting this card together. So I want to put this panel, fussy colour. Some love it, some don't. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I'm just wondering, what did I do differently there? Because my flowers now look different. Okay, doesn't matter. So I'm going to put my roses in here. And I want, I might need to bring those down. I want to bring a panel down there. I'm going to need these. Let me just quickly whip these. I'm just going to cut these quickly. You don't want too many layers on this because it's folding in of itself. So I'm just going to cut it around that and in and around these leaves. Okay. So I'm going to bring that down there. I also want to die cut. Oh, I'm thinking maybe I'll need those. Gosh, stop, Bernie, stop. Okay, I'm going to glue those big ones down so long because I think they work nicely. And I'm just putting them down with some liquid adhesive glue. Just bear in mind, this needs to be able to fold in on of itself. So I've just realized as I've glued it that I need to actually move it up so that it's in that little triangle. I just want to check the mechanism of this. Yep, we should be cool with that. Okay, so that's that one. This one is going to come down. Let's have a look. I want that one to come down there. And this one I want to come down here. Okay, I'm going to quickly die cut some pieces and then we are almost finished. Plates. Plates, please.
Sure, where are they?
They're over there. Oh my goodness. You see, I told you today I have just been this side, yeah. How could something like that really bother me that much? Hey, it just made my, no, I don't need that, and I don't need that. I need the glass ones, please. I've got everything but the glass cutting plates. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why it bothered me so much. So I'm using the beautiful metallic. It's done it again.
It's when it vibrates.
It's when it vibrates. So just hold the thingy, please, so that it doesn't vibrate.
Yeah, it's nothing to hold.
Hey?
It's nothing to hold.
I wonder if I should go off camera and cut that thing. Maybe that's what I need to do. All right, I'm going to cut this off camera because if it's vibrating, that's not going to be fun. I'm just looking for these leaves. I'm just using the dies. Unfortunately, because I did this project at Melbourne, let me show you. When you do presentations like that, you get given the products beforehand, and that's how it came. So I don't have a fancy holder for it. I don't have a folder like we normally get our dies when we buy our dies. That's what I've got. So yeah, that's what I have to work with. Okay, I'm just going to do this off camera so that it doesn't make the thing go all wonky. I don't know. It's weird, hey, that it's doing that tonight. Okay, so I've got some bling. The new beautiful glitter paper. So pretty, and I want to just cut some more out of vellum. Okay.
Leslie says her granddaughters call her Gan.
Gan. Nice. Yes, I decided that I watched a funny thing on YouTube once about a southern grandmother that went to buy a necklace. It's just a little meme, and she goes to buy this necklace. I can't find what I've done with that piece of vellum now. It's gone away. She goes to buy this necklace, and the shop assistant is trying to sell her all these different names for being a grandmother. And then her friend comes back and returns the piece of jewelry that she had bought and that was inscribed with her name because her grandchild had decided it was going to call her something different. So that's exactly what happened with us. All right, let's bring these little guys back so we can finish up our little card. Just remember with vellum, it's not always, doesn't always like to be. Your granddaughter's Wea. How does one pronounce that, Leslie? How do you pronounce is it your granddaughter's name, or is it, or what they call you? It's like our last name, hey Rich, or me. So when, and my mom can tell you this, she's listening, she's watching. In South Africa, my maiden name was Forbes, and the amount of times that our surname was misspelt was just crazy. So when I got married, my maiden name was obviously my married name was Root, R-O-O-D-T, and that was super cool because all the people that were Afrikaans speaking could pronounce my last name. And then we moved to New Zealand, and now nobody can pronounce my name anymore again. So I think I should go back to my maiden name. That might be easier. I'm just looking for I've got some adhesive tape on here that I can't find. Okay, almost there. All right, so we've got this going, although I don't like that so much. Just lift this up a bit. Actually, I'm going to bring this flower in quickly, and then I promise you we're almost there.
Leslie says dies are her friends.
Because you don't need to fussy cut with them. Yes, they are. I love dies. Just want to pop that in there. Yes, we're a bit longer tonight, hey? Because it's taken a bit longer to do this one. Okay, ladies, so we've got our card. So if you want to do happy birthday, you can stamp happy birthday on the center. Shall we do a happy birthday? Or do you want to?
What about a wedding greeting? Well, that's suitable for a wedding?
It's suitable for a wedding, but I've got happy anniversary. We can do happy anniversary.
Or congratulations.
I don't know right off the top of my head if I've got one. I've got save the date, but that's not suitable. No, I think we'll just go. Do you want to do happy anniversary?
Yeah.
What have you got spare for me? Leslie, you've got a few spares for me? I tape double-sided tape into the cover of my stamp. Oh! Actually, now that you're telling me that, I actually have a few spare tapes there as well. Let's go with happy anniversary. Rich wants happy anniversary. Yes, that's actually, I hadn't even thought of that. I've been working with this stamp such a lot, these dies, that it didn't even cross my mind to go and get a empty cassette. Now, for those of you ladies that watched Christy on Saturday, oh my gosh, she gave us a tip that none of us have ever done. And she said, when you stamp a die that doesn't have a die, what you do is put the stamp back on, and with your pencil, you just draw its outline. It's like, go figure, I had never ever thought of that. Take it off, and you've got
cut it.
a perfect, sorry Leslie, it's more fussy cutting. A perfect, hang on Rich, I can't read. What is it saying?
Leslie said how they pronounce her name and grandmother name.
Ah, right.
Weah.
Look at this, isn't that cool? How brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You just put your stamp over, and then you've got your fussy cut there. And there we have it. There we've got it. So this one works properly. See, look at that. So that's how it goes. And then when you want to fold it, she says, hopefully it's going to work, you fold it in, and you fold it in like that. And you've got your fun fold. Just like that. And then at the back, what I did with my purple one, which has gone AWOL, is I've put 2 strips of basic white at the back with some of the offcuts of the paper so that you can write your message over there. So pretty cool. It's not that much work. I made a lot of work because I decided to go with the layers of beauty. But you can do anything. And like this one, I kept it pretty simple. I'll bring this one back in. It's just flower stalks and yeah, fussy cutting sentiment that way I've done too. Oh, have you? Well, Felicity, you knew something I didn't know. So I did not know that. I thought it was an absolutely brilliant concept. So there you have a 3-panel card that if you do it correctly, it looks like that. Or if you do a boo-boo, it looks like that. But then you've got a bigger space at the back. So you can decide which way around you can do your card. Gorgeous, hey? Really cool. I'll bring this other one back in. I love this personally. I love those flowers. They are my personal favorite. So here we have 3 different samples of the 3-step panel. Yeah. That's us. Gosh, we've almost been with you an hour today. That was quite a long live, probably my longest one, but it was great having you all with us. And I hope that's been inspiring for you, that you'll go ahead and give that a try. And yes, have a look on my blog. I will be putting all the measurements on for that a little later this week. Probably coming up, scheduling it for next week. So if you follow me on my stampandneat.com blog, all the measurements for that will be there. That's us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Nice having you with us, Felicity. Great seeing you and chatting with you again, Leslie. Also, it was amazing having you here. And Mom, as always, I love having you on board. It's nice to know you're watching. What are you saying, Leslie? I'll put the dies on the left-hand side cover and the stamps on the right. Yes, yes, I've seen a lot of people do that. It's a good way to do that. All right. Catch you all next week. Have a great week. Look after yourselves. Stay warm wherever you are. And we'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.